You know, after 60, our bodies don't quite work the way they used to. Everything slows down. The heartbeat, the breath, even how we absorb the nutrients we once took for granted. Over the years, I've met so many patients who truly believed that taking more vitamins every day would make them stronger and healthier. But what I've seen instead is tired livers, weaker bones, and hearts that struggle to keep a steady rhythm. One of my patients, a 67-year-old woman, once told me, "Doctor, I take vitamin A every day because I thought it would keep my eyes bright. But lately, I just feel exhausted." And I understood her completely. She wasn't wrong. It's just that her body no longer processes things the same way it did decades ago. After 60, more no longer means better. Some vitamins that used to be your friends can quietly turn into a burden. For your liver, your kidneys, even your heart. But here's the good news. If you choose wisely, there are still supplements that can truly help. Ones that restore energy, relax your joints, improve sleep, and bring a calm, clear mind to every new morning. In today's video, I want to talk with you about that. The 7 vitamins you should avoid to protect yourself, and the 4 that you should take daily to stay healthy, happy, and vibrant through the beautiful years ahead. Are you ready to explore this with me? Now, let's begin with the first one. Vitamin A. For years, it was seen as the hero of good health. Bright eyes, smooth skin, a strong immune system. But after 60, the story changes. I've seen many patients who thought that adding more vitamin A would make them feel younger and stronger. Then, one day, their blood tests showed an overworked liver, fragile bones, and a heart that was protesting. One woman, around 70, once told me, "Doctor, I only take the best supplement from the pharmacy. How could that be harmful?" And I had to explain, our bodies after 60 are like machines that have been running a long time. They don't clear out retinol, the active form of vitamin A, as efficiently anymore. Each tiny pill seems harmless, but over months and years, it builds up, forcing your liver to work harder than ever. You see, vitamin A is fat-soluble, which means it doesn't flush out easily like vitamin C or the B complex. Too much can lead to liver toxicity, bone loss, even a higher risk of heart disease. So, should we be afraid of vitamin A? Not at all. Your body still needs it, but let nature do the work. Let your carrots, sweet potatoes, and leafy greens deliver beta-carotene, the plant form your body can convert safely. Your body is smart. It takes only what it needs, and lets the rest pass through harmlessly. After all, good health at this age isn't about adding more. It's about learning to trust your body's wisdom and giving it just what it truly needs. After 60, we don't need more. We need what's right. And sometimes, the best thing you can do for your body is simply to pause at the right time. When we were young, we were told that iron is the fuel of life. It gives strength, bright red blood, and a sharp mind. But after 60, that same key to vitality can quietly turn into a hidden burden. I still remember one of my patients, William, 68 years old. He came in exhausted, complaining of discomfort around his liver. When I asked about his routine, he said, "Doctor, I take an iron pill every morning. I thought it would give me more energy." But his blood tests told a different story. His iron levels were too high, and his liver had already started to suffer. You see, the body after 60 doesn't burn through iron the way it used to. The excess doesn't leave. It builds up in the liver, heart, and pancreas, like rust slowly forming on a once strong machine. In medicine, we call this iron overload, a condition that quietly damages cells, weakens the liver and heart, and even clouds memory. The scary part? It doesn't hurt at first. You just feel tired, heavy, and assume it's aging, when, in fact, it might be your body crying out for help. Unless your doctor confirms an iron deficiency, most people over 60 already have enough iron. You can get what you need naturally from beans, fish, leafy greens, or whole grains, gentle and safe for your body. At this age, we don't need to load up on energy. We need to let the body rest easy, because sometimes good health isn't about adding more. It's about knowing when to stop. Now, imagine this. Every morning, you take a calcium pill, hoping to keep your legs strong, your bones solid, and the pain of aging far away. That's what so many people do. We've all heard, to keep your bones healthy, take calcium. But here's what few people realize. Taken the wrong way, that little pill might not go to your bones at all. It might go straight to your heart. I once treated a woman named Linda, 72 years old. She was careful about everything she ate and took 200 milliliters of calcium daily. But her tests showed early artery hardening. Her heart was working harder than ever. No one suspected that the harmless calcium tablet might be part of the problem. After 60, calcium doesn't know where to go on its own. It needs companions, vitamin D3, K2, and magnesium, to guide it to your bones and keep it away from your arteries. Without them, calcium can lose its way, building up on blood vessel walls, causing calcification, high blood pressure, or even stroke. I often tell my patients, calcium is like a truck carrying precious cargo. But without a driver, it can crash in the wrong place. What you really need isn't more calcium, but the right combination. Add leafy greens, soybeans, or yogurt to your meals, and spend a few minutes in the morning sun. That's the safest and most natural calcium your body could ask for. After 60, it's not about chasing more supplements. It's about helping your body work smarter, not harder. Because true health doesn't come from a pill. It comes from understanding your own body. Have you ever felt a tingling in your fingers or toes, or a strange weakness you couldn't explain? Most people think it's just old age or worn-out nerves, but sometimes the cause is closer than you think. Too much vitamin B6. I remember a patient named Susan, 66 years old. She came to me complaining of numbness in her hands and feet, unsteady balance, and fatigue. When I asked about her supplements, she laughed. "Oh, just some vitamin B. They said it boosts energy and memory." Her blood test revealed her B6 levels were 3 times higher than normal. And sure enough, the excess wasn't helping her. It was slowly damaging her nerves. After 60, our metabolism slows down. Instead of flushing out the extra, B6 accumulates over time, leading to tingling, burning sensations, shaky hands, or even muscle weakness. We call this neuropathy, nerve damage caused by too much of a good thing. The danger is, it doesn't happen overnight. It creeps in quietly, one little pill at a time, while you believe you're doing something good for your body. This doesn't mean you should avoid B6 entirely. Your body still needs it to convert food into energy and support brain function. But the safest source is still real food: salmon, bananas, potatoes, whole grains, not high-dose pills from the shelf. At 60 and beyond, health isn't about doing more. It's about understanding more. Because good health has never come from how much you take. It comes from how wisely you live. Now, this doesn't mean you should avoid vitamin B6 altogether. Your body still needs it to convert food into energy, to support the brain, and to keep your nerves healthy. What truly matters is the dose. You only need a small amount from natural foods, salmon, bananas, potatoes, or whole grains. And if you ever think about taking extra supplements, do it wisely. Get your levels checked and let your doctor guide you. After 60, we don't need to take more. We need to understand more. Because real health doesn't come from a pill. It comes from awareness and from the love and respect you give your own body. I remember one day, a man around 70 came to see me, holding a bottle of vitamin E in his hand. He smiled and said, "Doctor, they say this keeps your skin young and your heart strong. I've been taking it every day for 3 years." I looked at him, then at his lab results. His blood was thinner than normal, and his arteries were starting to weaken. Many people still believe vitamin E is the magic key to anti-aging, a loyal friend that keeps you young. But few know that in high doses, it can quietly become a double-edged sword. After 60, the body no longer manages absorption and elimination as efficiently. Too much vitamin E can thin your blood, increase the risk of internal bleeding and stroke, and make your heart work harder. A major U.S. study once found that seniors taking more than 400 IU of vitamin E daily had a 13% higher risk of stroke than those who didn't. That's not meant to scare you. It's meant to wake you up. I often tell my patients, nature never gives us too much of a good thing. Only humans, afraid of aging, try to add what's already enough. You don't need vitamin E from a pill. You can find it naturally in sunflower seeds, avocados, salmon, or olive oil. There, vitamin E comes wrapped in natural fats, absorbed gently and balanced by the body. After 60, our bodies are like a garden that's seen many seasons. It doesn't need more fertilizer, just proper care, gentle sunlight, and enough water. Vitamin E is no different. A little goes a long way, because in health, more isn't always better. Sometimes, just enough is the most powerful medicine of all. Then there was Mark, a 65-year-old man who came to me saying, "Doctor, food just doesn't taste like anything anymore." At first, he thought it was just aging dulling his taste buds. But when I asked more questions, I learned he had been taking 50 milliliters of zinc every morning, because someone told him it would boost his immune system and ward off colds. And yes, zinc is essential. It supports immunity, skin, hair, and wound healing. But as I always tell my patients, anything good in excess can become toxic. After 60, the body loses its delicate balance. When you take high doses of zinc for too long, it starts to block the absorption of another vital mineral, copper. Without copper, your bone marrow can't make enough red blood cells, leading to anemia, muscle weakness, and dizziness. Ironically, people take zinc to feel stronger, yet end up feeling weaker. I want you to imagine this. Your body is like an orchestra, where every mineral is an instrument. If one plays too loudly, it drowns out the others, and the harmony is lost. That's exactly what happens when zinc is overdone. You only need a little, about 8 to 11 milligrams per day. You can easily get it from seafood, lean beef, pumpkin seeds, or beans, natural, gentle, and far kinder to your stomach than a pill. I understand. We all want to stay strong, to fight the slow pull of time. But sometimes, the best thing you can do for your body is to give it balance, not more. To subtract what isn't needed, rather than keep adding. Because at 60 and beyond, life and health are meant to move a little slower. And your body, too, deserves that gentle rhythm, to find its natural harmony once again. I'm sure most of us have heard this before. When you're tired, take some vitamin C. It boosts your energy and keeps you from getting sick. It sounds reasonable, doesn't it? And yes, vitamin C is important. It helps fight oxidation, supports immunity, and heals wounds. But as I often tell my patients, anything that's good in moderation can become harmful in excess. I still remember an older gentleman named Robert, 70 years old. He always carried a bottle of concentrated orange juice and a few 1,000 milligram vitamin C tablets in his pocket. He truly believed that the more vitamin C, the healthier you'll be. A few months later, though, he came back complaining of back pain and burning urination. When we ran a CT scan, there it was, kidney stones. No one ever expects the culprit to be such a friendly vitamin. After 60, our kidneys slow down. When you take too much vitamin C, your body absorbs only a small part of it. The rest turns into oxalate, which binds with calcium to form stones in the kidneys. Over time, high doses can also upset your stomach, cause bloating or gas, and even raise uric acid, which can trigger gout. The truth is, your body only needs about 200 milliliters of vitamin C a day, the amount you'd get from a glass of orange juice, a kiwi, or a few slices of bell pepper. You don't need a 1,000 milliliters pill. Nature already gave you enough. If only you know when to stop. I often remind my patients, after 60, you don't need to fight time. You just need to flow with it. Let fresh fruits, leafy greens, and a warm morning drink be your gentle, natural dose of vitamin C. Because sometimes, the best way to care for your body isn't by giving it more, but by listening to what it truly needs. You know, after more than 30 years in medicine, I've realized something fascinating. Most people over 60 who come to see me, whether they're tired, sleepless, or struggling with cramps, are missing the same thing. Not calcium, not iron, but magnesium. The mineral I like to call the quiet friend of healthy aging. I once asked a patient, Eleanor, 69 years old, "Do you often get leg cramps at night?" She laughed. "Every night, doctor. As soon as I lie down, my legs start to tighten." We ran a test. Her magnesium levels were below normal. A few weeks after supplementing properly, she called me and said, "Doctor, I'm sleeping better now, my legs aren't cramping, and my mornings feel light again." Magnesium plays a role in more than 300 biological reactions in the body. It helps muscles relax, stabilizes the heartbeat, eases stress, and supports strong bones. But after 60, magnesium levels drop, partly because of poor absorption, and partly because medications like diuretics, acid blockers, or blood pressure pills deplete it. When you're low on magnesium, you don't just feel tired. You feel restless, anxious, unable to sleep. And many people mistake those signs for just getting old. If your heart races, your hands tremble, or you can't fall asleep, don't rush to blame age. Sometimes it's your body whispering, "I'm missing magnesium." You can find it in simple, everyday foods, a handful of almonds, a few spinach leaves, a bowl of beans, or a warm drink before bed. If you do take a supplement, ask your doctor about magnesium glycinate or citrate. They're gentle on the stomach and easier to absorb. At 60, the body doesn't shout anymore. It whispers. And magnesium, the mineral of calm and balance, is how you learn to listen to those whispers. So each morning when you wake, you don't just feel alive. You feel peaceful, steady, and strong. If magnesium is the mineral of calm and balance, then vitamin D3 is the sunlight of longevity. And that's exactly where I'd like to take you next. If you let your body live in the shade for too long, don't be surprised when it starts to grow weak. 8. Our bodies were designed to live in harmony with sunlight. Because it's that very light that helps our skin produce vitamin D3, a nutrient that keeps our bones strong, our muscles steady, our hearts balanced, and our minds bright. But modern life has quietly pulled us away from the sun. We spend more time indoors, we cover up with sunscreen, and as our skin ages, it simply loses the ability to make enough D3 on its own. I'll never forget Margaret, a lively 74-year-old woman. She told me, "Doctor, I eat well, I sleep enough. So why do I still feel weak, dizzy, and forgetful?" Her blood tests showed her D3 levels were dangerously low. After a few months of consistent supplementation, she returned, smiling. "Doctor, I feel like I'm 50 again. I sleep deeper. I can stand without feeling dizzy, and my mood's so much better." You see, D3 isn't just a vitamin for your bones. It nourishes the mind as well. Many studies here in the US show that seniors with low D3 levels are more prone to depression, insomnia, and memory decline. It's like a little light inside your body. When it dims, everything slows down and feels heavier. Your body needs D3 every single day. But it's hard to get enough from food alone. You can find it in salmon, eggs, fortified milk, or take a 1,000-2,000 IU supplement daily. And the best way of all, spend 15 to 20 minutes in the early morning sun. Not just to make vitamin D3, but to absorb a different kind of energy. The energy of life itself, the kind no pill can ever replace. Turning 60, 70, or even 80 doesn't mean slowing down. It simply means living more gently, keeping a little sunlight in your day, moving your body a bit, and keeping your spirit open. Because aging doesn't have to dim your light, it can make it softer, warmer, and far more beautiful, like the golden glow of sunrise. And I often tell my older patients, if vitamin D3 is the sunlight for the body, then vitamin B12 is the flame that keeps the mind alive. Indeed, B12 keeps your brain sharp, your nerves strong, and your blood rich with life. Many people over 60 are deficient in vitamin B12 without even realizing it, leading to fatigue, insomnia, memory loss, and symptoms easily mistaken for Alzheimer's. After 60, the stomach produces less acid, making it harder to absorb B12 even if you eat enough meat, fish, eggs, or dairy. Proper supplementation through sublingual tablets or B12 injections can restore your energy, memory, and joy for life. B12 is the flame that keeps your memory alive, while omega-3, EPA, and DHA is the cool stream that keeps your mind clear. Omega-3 nourishes the brain, heart, and joints, helping you sleep better, reduce inflammation, balance emotions, and prevent memory decline. Just 2 to 3 servings of fatty fish per week or a daily fish oil capsule are enough. After 60, true health lies not in muscle strength, but in the gentleness of the mind. Good nutrition isn't about fighting aging, it's about living fully within it, with a clear mind, a peaceful heart, and the simple joy of waking up each morning. Aging doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be peaceful and meaningful. And now, I want to ask you this. What small habits help you feel healthier and happier every day? Share your answers in the comments below. Maybe your wisdom will be the inspiration someone needs today. And if this video touches your heart, or gives you something to think about, subscribe to Everyday Vital Path. It inspires me to continue creating honest, authentic, and inspiring health stories just for you.